Science is for everyone because it is part of our everyday. The more we can learn from it, we're just gonna have a better world. What we do for Disney is everything around the design of the attractions, the theme parks, our resorts, our cruise ships, and even beyond. Take the impossible and make it possible. My interest in architecture really started from early on when I always had this love of math, love of fine art. What I saw was it was a way to really combine the two. It's much more than just designing and drawing. It's actually about creating experiences. When I was in high school, there was an elective, which was architecture design. And it was the first time I realized that you could actually do art, draw with tools. I'd never been exposed to that before. So I was then at that point very focused with what I wanted to do. And then when I joined Imagineering, just been excited to be able to take that architecture into practice, but really covering all the disciplines.
Barbara is a person who thinks about leadership from a design point of view to make the magic at Disney happen. NYSCI is thrilled to be honoring Barbara Bouza with the Distinguished Leadership Award. A huge part of Disney's magic is the use of story and narrative. I think the connection to what we do at the New York Hall of Science is that we try to make science something that everybody can relate to and connect with.
Everything we do is very story-driven, and we really want everybody to see themselves. It's really taken that combination of sort of the engineering, the technical side, with the imagination, which kind of gives you what Imagineering is. And so I see a lot of synergies with NYSCI, really pushing that boundary with the technology, do a lot of research, how do we sort of play test, how do we learn, how to reiterate, and then really kind of learning from the guests as well, making experiences much more accessible. And people can bring their full selves. At the end of the day, we design for everybody. It's really important to have those who are part of the design process represent those that we're designing for. When you start lowering that barrier, that really makes a difference. You realize you're in this environment with your people that probably have maybe very different views, very different backgrounds. This is an opportunity to inspire humanity, bring us together. What are those areas that we can share stories around and bridge those differences? Of all the licensed architects in the United States, less than 1% are African-American women. Having this opportunity with Walt Disney Company, I really, really take to heart, and I'm just so proud of it.
It was so inspiring to meet Barbara. She has passion for art and STEM, just like me. She told me to never stop pursuing that in her work with Imagineering. She works with technology, art, architecture, dancing, performing. Just knowing that that exists makes me feel like there's a place for me.
I'm very personally touched to be honored by NYSCI. All of this science and art and technology, math is part of our everyday. It's part of what makes our world go around. Partnering with NYSCI to make sure we create that experience. I think as an Imagineer, I want to learn from NYSCI.